Hi, my name is Dr. Obiama Martin. I am your premier accountability coach. Great day, great day, great day. Welcome to another brand new day. I'm so glad that you're here. It is day 18 of the Self Nurturer Challenge, and we're doing it, y'all. We're doing it. I'm so grateful. Before I get into it, I have to say thank you. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you for waking us up this morning. Thank you for allowing us to cross over. Thank you for this brand new opportunity to start all over and to begin again. Thank you for your grace. Thank you for your mercy. Thank you for protecting us from seen and unseen dangers. God, I thank you because you're faithful. All right, I just got to start with the thank you on this morning. All right, so day 18, Self Nurturer Challenge. Let's jump right into it, shall we? Now, the last time I was talking to you about gentleness from the perspective of leadership. Now, today, I simply want you to reflect on how gentleness impacts your relationships. How does gentleness impact your relationships? So, in general, first I talked to you about how it impacts your role as a leader. But now I want to talk about how it impacts your relationships in totality from a holistic perspective. Gentleness, first and foremost, can significantly strengthen our relationships by creating an atmosphere of trust, safety, and emotional support. Now, what I'm going to share with you is just a few things that I invite you to share. So, for those of you who are note takers, grab a pen and a pad and write them down. So, number one, gentleness promotes trust and safety. When we approach others with gentleness, we create an environment where people feel safe and comfortable being themselves. I know for me, I am learning every day the power in being gentle, especially with my children, because those are the individuals who are in close proximity with me. And when I can be gentle by listening, by not being combative or argumentative, it actually really works in my favor all the time because I create a space for them to say what they need to say, and then I say what I need to say, and then I will be quiet and say, you know what, it's going to work itself out, or all things are good, or I'm not going to debate about it because I have adult children. And for those of you that have adult children, you understand where I'm coming from. I'm not going to debate about it. Do however you want to do, and I'm here to support you. And it's working for me, you guys. It really is. So I encourage you to be gentle. It also allows them to be able to talk to me because who I used to be, I'm not anymore. I used to be the hammer and now I'm a pillow. How about that? That's what gentleness does. So, this trust allows for deeper conversations and more honest exchanges, which are crucial for strong relationships. So, that's number one. Number two, it reduces conflict. Gentleness can help prevent or de escalate conflicts by responding calmly and with understanding. Instead of reacting with anger or frustration, we encourage more productive and compassionate conversation. This leads to fewer misunderstandings and stronger connections. And here's the thing, let's not make something when it doesn't have to be, when it's nothing. Like sometimes we can overreact, sometimes we can respond from our anger, from our disappointment, and from our frustration. And when we do that, we really alarm and offend other people. And so now what was nothing is now something because of our posture, because our position, right? And so I am going to invite you to allow those negative emotions that bubble up to take the back seat and invite them to stay there because they're not wanted in the front seat. They cannot be a passenger or the driver, right? Now, our emotions are there to guide us, Guide, not to be our God, God, right? And when we are unconscious, that is exactly what happened. And they become our God when we allow them to be in the driver's seat. And we don't want to do that. Number three, gentleness encourages vulnerability. When we show gentleness in our interactions, we make it easier for others to be vulnerable. Vulnerability fosters deeper emotional intimacy because it allows both individuals to share their true feelings, thoughts, and fears without judgment. And I love this because this is something that I absolutely practice on a consistent everyday basis. I actually was with a client on yesterday and I had to, say to her, some of my clients, I am either going to their place of work, their business, or their office, home office. A lot of times it's their home office or it is their, organizational place of business or whatever. And so as an accountability coach, some of you don't know this, so let me back it up. As an accountability coach, I really meet my clients where they are, whether that is on Zoom or in person at their work site. And a lot of times when I come to their work site, especially my executive coaching clients, a lot of times, it's really important that I'm gentle with them, right? Because they are already self crucifying, self sabotaging, because a lot of times high earners and high performers and those that are overachievers are already up here, right? And so they a lot of times will invest in someone like me because I help them to find balance and become accountable to being the best version of themselves, which allows them to show up 100% in a different way that is positive and that allows them to get the results that they seek. So, in doing this, the first thing when they get into those self sabotaging conversations with me, the first thing I do is I disarm them by saying, no judgment. This is a no judgment zone. I am not here to judge you, and you cannot judge you either. And so I really work with all of my clients with changing the self sabotaging talk that is so, so important. And so, as I am sharing with you this conversation about gentleness, we have to be gentle with ourselves. We have to be gentle with ourselves. And how do we do that? By changing how we talk to ourselves. No more, I'm so stupid, I'm dumb, I'm a mess, I'm this, I'm that. Oh, and I like, stop it. Like, time out for this negative self talk. I invite you to do away with it and not to pick it up. And when you feel yourself getting ready to say something like, I'm so stupid, I'm so dumb, I should have known better, any of those conversations, I am asking you to stop. I am asking you to stop. This is one of the things that it is imperative to your mental health to stop doing. When the thought arises, just pause and think about what you're thinking about, because what you say to you matter. What you say to you matters more than what I say to you and what I say about you. So start practicing a gentler self-talk. Okay? This is very important. Number 4, demonstrate empathy. Gentleness is rooted in empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of others by being gentle. We show that we care about the well being of those around us, which strengthens emotional bonds and promote mutual respect. So I'm with my client on yesterday, and she wanted to immediately began apologizing for the clutter and the disarray of her workspace. And I was like, girl, I get it. Like, I used to have this particular client had a family daycare. And I said, I used to have a family daycare. Like, I used to have a daycare at my home. It's okay. Like, no judgment. And, you know, she just made a space for me at the table. And we sat down and we talked and we took care of the business at hand. And she was able to, like, by me just saying no judgment, I get it, I understand, I immediately de-escalated her. The energy in her environment immediately changed, and she could talk to me because I'm not coming to judge you. I'm coming to fix and provide solutions. Like, whatever the problem is, I'm the fixer. That, as an accountability coach, that is who I am. That is the benefit of working with me. I am going to help to fix whatever problems you have so that you can have the balance that you desire, so that you're not feeling overwhelmed. And it starts with self empathy, gentleness, self compassion, and a positive self talk. All right. Number five, foster positive communication. Gentleness encourages positive, non judgmental communication. Instead of using harsh words or dismissive tones, gentle communication allows people to feel heard and valued, which strengthens the relationship. So, with that being said, she went on to say things like, I am so busy doing this and that for this person and that person. And and she began to explain why things were the way that they were. And I simply said to her, listen, if you had the capacity to make a different decision, you would have. And she said, yeah, you're right. No, I know I'm right, because the decisions that I make is based on the capacity that I have. The decisions that you make is based on the capacity that you have. And when you know better, in most instances, you do better. So, what I want to invite you to do, those of you that are listening to me, take time to be present with you and understanding that life be life and people be people and sometimes you need to seek answers and help outside of yourself, because when you lean to your own understanding, it's going to cause you to rely on you, and you are a limited resource. You're not the end all be all, you are a limited resource. So I am inviting you not to do that. Seek wisdom. Get you some help. Invest in a coach or invest in YouTube University until you can get the finances to invest in a coach, whatever that looks like for you. But understand this, we make decisions based on the knowledge, based on the information, based on the resources, based on the capacity that we have. And sometimes it is a limited amount of capacity because we have isolated ourselves. And today I am saying, look around you, look outside of you, so that you can expand your capacity, so that you can make better decisions in the future. Now, as a recap, because I done shared way too much today, but it's all good. As a recap, here are the five things. Now, in the text, I've given you more, but I want to just highlight these five things. Gentleness. You practice gentleness by, number one, promoting trust and safety in your relationships, in your conversations. Number two, when you do that, it's going to automatically reduce conflict. It is going to disarm the person that you are speaking with. Number three, it encourages vulnerability. People will know, like, and trust you when you are gentle, and they are going to be more likely to tell you some private, personal things. Let me tell you, people tell me all of their business. You know why? Because I don't gossip. You know why? Because I don't judge them. And you know why? Because I'm a very good listener. Strangers tell me all their business. Why? Because I learned the power of practice gentleness. And because I do it with myself, I'm able to do it for those that I serve. Number four, demonstrate empathy. And number five, Practice fostering positive communication, and it starts with the communication that you have with you. Now, I hope that this resonated with you. Hi, Patrick. Thank you for tuning in. I hope that this resonates with you. I would love to hear your thoughts on practicing self gentleness and gentleness in others. And if you really like what I'm talking about, please share it with someone else because I'm sure that they would benefit from this as well. So, goodbye for now, and I will see you soon. Make sure you go to obiama.org and get your free self nurturer journal.